I started my channel several years ago when Laravel 8 came out, and it was full of a bunch of different tools that we could use to just sort of make as robust of projects that we really wanted to make, which included Jetstream, there was Inertia, there was Livewire. There was a huge learning curve for everyone with all of that. One of the first projects that I did was putting Adminlte on the front end using Inertia with Vue. We leveraged Fortify as our authentication system to deal with that, but we also used Spady's Laravel permissions in order to handle our roles and permissions for our admin panel. And at that time, mistakes were made, lessons were learned. I've become a lot stronger and more confident when it comes to using Jetstream and leveraging the tools that have been added to the Laravel ecosystem. What I decided to do was revisit this project, and I've done it making one or two changes that are big changes, but you won't even really notice much of a difference with it. One of those things was that someone asked me to take a look at the Laratrust package. Laratrust is another roles and permissions setup where you can do roles, permissions, hook that up to your project and have a full admin panel system on the back end. And we're going to take a look at the documentation when we get ready to put this whole thing together. But for now, just understand that that's what that is. And I thought it would be a cool thing to learn something new as well. As you can see here, we have our admins table listing all of our admins. We have a roles table, and for permissions, we have a multi-select that we can use to make changes to these users. This is another thing that I did change. I did use something different for this, but it looks essentially the same. Just so you're aware, it is something that we did change. And I think I also put, let's see, if we go to permissions, let's try to create one. I'll just use this thing. I did set it up so that we have slug capabilities when we're doing permissions, which is pretty cool. And we can go ahead create. I did use Sweet Alert. I'm going to go into the pros and cons of using some of these packages in 2024 as we go along as well. And Sweet Alert, I do have to remember, I have to make a note about it. It is one of those things that could be kind of an issue that isn't really a big issue, but it is something to consider when we get to it. Anyway, I also have a users table in here, and there is a link to the front end, which is over here, as well as another link here to go to the back end. Now, I have no idea how many videos this is going to take, but I've become a lot more efficient with making these videos, so it could be shorter than the last series, who knows. We'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and click that like button, as it really does help out the channel. Here's a video YouTube thinks you'll like, and here's a playlist to follow along. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.